Bob Marley once said, "Love the life you live the life you love." A great sentiment, one that we should all aspire to. But sometimes it's not so easy. Sometimes we bump against things that prevent us from loving the life we live and living the life we love. About Jenny. Jenny is a passionate entrepreneur. She loves to bake cupcakes, and she built a business around that passion. And after working hard to build that business, about a year and a half, she had grown it to where she had 2 bakeries, one on both sides of town. And one evening she was looking at her financials, and she realized, my God, I've reached 6 figures. And for a moment, she was happy. But it only lasted a moment because she realized that although she had reached this goal, the rest of her life had fallen apart. She'd gained weight. Her relationship with her husband and her children were strained. She didn't even have fun anymore. She was experiencing something that I think a lot of us in this room have experienced. We know what we want in our lives, but for some reason it seems just beyond a glass wall that we keep bumping up against and can't seem to get through. But it doesn't have to be that way. I believe that one of the main reasons why we get stuck behind that glass wall is because we aren't owning our awesome. We aren't stepping into our genius, and we aren't shining our light into the world. A lot of this stuff happens because things we learned growing up. Kids teased us. Maybe a well-meaning parent told you, you should be doing things this way. And we accumulated this gunk in our mindset that made us believe that either our light wasn't right, or that by shining our light, we would dim the light of others. But that simply isn't true. You are here. You are breathing. You are taking up space. You are sitting in these chairs because you are awesome. And you need to be shining that light to everyone in every area of your life. You deserve it. You were born to do it. Now, I'm really passionate about owning your awesome because I haven't always owned it. In fact, 2 years ago, I left a marriage of 13 years. I was married to a man who professed that he loved me while telling me that everything I did, everything I thought was wrong. And after about 3 years of marriage, I thought, I think a divorce might be a good idea. But I gave it another 10 years to make sure that it was the right decision. So 2 years ago, I looked in the mirror and realized I had no idea who I was. I didn't recognize me. I had ceased being me because I kept trying to appease him. So I left him. We were living in Arizona at the time. I left and I moved to Long Beach. And I went on a journey of self-discovery because I realized that I didn't want to be alone for the rest of my life. And I didn't want another him. And I knew that the only way I was going to attract the man who would love me for me is if I was actually me. So I started studying. How do I learn who I am? How do I express who I am? How do I love who I am? And what I discovered is this 3-step process that I'm going to share with you tonight.